We're talking speed training today. This is Dr. JP Guidry. And I want to talk a little bit about some different feels, drills, things you can work into your speed training. I like to experiment with these things. Ultimately, what you're looking for is what type of feels make that number go up. So with speed training, the purpose is to try to drive that number up. So we're looking for different things that, for you, maybe create a little more speed in your swing. So this goes for speed training with super speed, stack system, any of the speed training implements, as well as with driver of the ball. Some of these are hard to do hitting a ball. So what I like to do is, incorporate the feel of the drill in your warm-up swing, and then try to bring that over into your regular swing with some of these. So you'll see what I talk about when I do some of the drills. So first thing we're going to start with is emphasis on backswing or takeaway speed. So we know through some research with long drivers that the faster we take that club away, the more aggressive we take that club away, the more overall speed and the faster we move in the swing. So we can do some drills and feels to work on that. So simply we can just feel taking that club away faster. So feeling like you're yanking that club away, or not yanking it away, but taking it away aggressively with the body, turning the body, getting those hands nice and high, and so you can just do some drills where you just take and hold, and even if you have a PRG monitor, sometimes you can actually monitor that backswing speed and try to beat that number just like we would with the full speed. You can also do some step drills, so where you step, so I like to start in front, step, take away, okay? So step, take away, and obviously you can turn that into all the way into the full swing, so go all the way through. Same thing with just the aggressive takeaway. So we can work on just speed in the backswing and hold, or we can go all the way through. Kind of ramp that up to a full swing. So number one, increasing the speed, which will then tend to kind of increase the length, getting those hands high in that backswing. Another one I like to work on is how we use the ground, so specifically in that lead leg. So I have here this little force pedal, just a little rubber disc, so you can find them online. Force pedal is the name of the brand, I believe. And so this is more, gives us some feedback of how we use the ground. So generally you're gonna put that on the bottom or underneath the ball of your foot, okay? And then now as we come down, or as you're transitioning, you're squishing that and then coming through. So here, there, okay? So we're really feeling ourselves press into that disc in that lead leg, using the ground through that lead leg. And again, the force pedal just provides some feedback to press into. So we're trying to squish that. Ultimately, we're trying to drive force down and away from us through the ground, which is going to push that hip back and away, back up and away. So if the force is going this way, it's going to counter into our body the other way. So it's going to drive that hip back up and around, which can help create some force. So we know that the earlier that happens, so kind of almost feeling like you're falling into that lead leg as you go and then jumping out. So boom, okay? What we know that long drivers do is not only do they get into that lead side earlier with more magnitude of force, but they get out of it earlier and they actually reverse pelvis in direction to the right or to the backswing side before they're finishing the swing. So that creates that whipping the club through the hitting zone, which is going to create some speed. So those are the top two feels that I like to work on. So number one, increasing the speed of the backswing, the aggressiveness of the backswing. Number two, working on how we use the ground. Another few drills I like to work on is some step drills. So here, taking it away, step, and go. So we're working on that transition, that disassociation. So we're going here, step, go through, okay? So adding a little more dynamic athleticism into that swing. You can do that in track for speed. You can do it as a warm-up drill and then go into your normal swings for feel. give those a try. Let me know how they work. Again, the goal here is to experiment with these things, experiment with different feels. I don't like to get real mechanical in speed training, but you can try some of these feels to see, does it make the number go up for you? Does it get you moving faster?